Welcome everybody to MWA Retribution 2025. I am your host for tonight's pre-show, Nuck, and we have a massive show ahead of us tonight, headlined by a Texas deathmatch. World Spotlight champion Avery Burns walks in against her longtime rival Faye Wins. Faye Wins' last shot at the championship. Will he get it done, or will Avery continue her record-setting championship reign? We also have MWC World title action as Equinox, in his first offense, takes on the Junkyard Dog Doppel, a man who Equinox failed to defeat just a month ago before execution. Beyond that, national championship action. Wolf has made himself #1 contender for the national championship, and tonight he gets his shot against the current reigning champion Jasper. Beyond that, with the Steel City Saints, Jasper's faction mate Blank has caused himself some trouble by interfering in that match, and he's got a match tonight against Steve, former Steel City Saint, former national champion, and most recently, friend of Kev. We also have television title action as Jonathan Colt defends against my phone is ringing. I guess I'll take this call. Hello?
Nuck, shut your fucking mouth! Shit, if you want to tell everybody that me not giving you a shot at my belt isn't fair, you want to talk about fairness? Life isn't fucking fair, Schiff. I've been dealt a bad hand every single fucking time. You think it was fair that I tore my ACL during the NFL playoffs and had to retire? You think it was fair, leaning over the phone, that my wife died in a fucking car crash 14 years ago? No, Schiff, it wasn't. It never was. I was never a man that complained about shit being unfair. I bottled it up inside me for 14 years and took it out on almost everybody that stepped across the ring from me. And tonight, Schiff, you are no different. You are no different to what I did to Rob Bone, to Tara, to Cassidy, the Vox, the Slick, the Jacob Cage. You will fall in line! I'm going to hurt you tonight, Schiff. And I don't want to hear that it wasn't a fair contest, because the only thing that'll be unfair is when I end your fucking life!
Well, it was great to hear from Jonathan Colt, I guess. But beyond that, like I said, in a deathmatch tonight, no rules, just the way Schiff likes it. He will take on Jonathan Colt for that television championship 10-minute time limit. And speaking of 10 minutes, we'll be kicking off tonight in an exploding ring, barbed wire ropes, death match. Tsutomu Hironaka will take on the Skyhawk Jimmy Sins. That will kick us off tonight. And if Jimmy Sins can get the job done and defeat Tsutomu Hironaka before the ring explodes at the 10-minute mark, or if they're both still alive after that explosion, he will go on and get a chance to face Equinox. But that match does not rely on Equinox's world championship status. If Equinox loses the title tonight to Doppel, Jimmy will still face Equinox, and that will happen next month at Virtue. We have quite the show ahead of you tonight, and our MWA roster has a lot to say about it. Let's kick things off with a promo package that shows off the history that Doppel and Equinox have with each other.
The head off of the world champion. I'm a runaway son. Miles for the odds.
I am the world's forgotten boy, the one who searches and destroys.
No. Oh my God. No, 445. 445 for the world champion. This is how it ends. Woman 2. We have a new world champion.
Look out, honey, 'cause I'm using technology.
You don't want things to be done, so things aren't done. But I'm not coming after that title. Slick's not coming after that title. But there is one person who beat me the week before execution.
He's in a bad spot. GTM. Get the refs up. The refs up. Doppel's got it. Doppel's got it. 1, 2, 3. Doppel's beating Equinox.
A man who Jonathan Cole can't beat on his best day.
Forgotten boy, the one who's searching to destroy.
If you're truly a man, we'll see you when the time is right, and Doppel will win that world title back and bring it back to Smile.
You see, I've beaten Slick, I've beaten Dobby, and in the past, I've beaten Doppel too.
I can see completely through you and your little goons, Equinox. I'm completely sick of it. I'm completely sick of you, EQ. So how about it? Me and you, Dalton versus Equinox, 2 weeks time, Retribution.
I accept your challenge, but when you get your ass handed to you, Smile better not come crawling back to me. So leave this title alone.
Middle of a firefight. Forgotten boy, forgotten boy, forgotten boy, forgotten boy.
There we go, full tank. Alright guys, you ready to go?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, before we hit the road though, Doppel, how are you feeling?
Oh, you know, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm waiting to kick that wee southern shite 6 ways to Sunday. I'm gonna teach him no to mess with Smile anymore. We're off limits. Now, which one of us is driving?
Me, I can
No,
drive.
no.
I'm sorry, little piggies.
So Dobby, you got any last minute advice for me heading into Retribution?
About EQ or world title?
I mean, I'll take both if you have it.
Well that's for EQ, I know you've beaten him before, but that was... Slick, please be quiet. We're trying to have a serious conversation.
I'm sorry.
Anyways, like I said, EQ doesn't do great if the match goes long, so just try and drag it out a bit and he'll start getting frustrated. Now, as for the world title side of things, don't let the bright lights get to you. I know it's a big moment.
1 minute. Sorry, Dobby. Who's that sitting over on the side of the road?
Him? That guy looks familiar.
No, not that one. Yeah, that one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
She's probably harmless. Come on, let's pull up.
Yeah, you're right.
She scares me. Oh my god. I'm a little scared, you know. I don't like this. I wish I could sit in a seat.
Don't try and piss her off, Slick. Tara, do you want to play anything on the radio? Okay.
I'll pass you the aux.
Okay. That's a choice. Any nice plans, Tara?
I think she's staring into my soul.
It's alright, Slick. Just don't piss her off, and you'll probably live. Probably.
Hey, Tara. This is just like that time my friend Dorp.
Is it what?
Slick.
Do we call? Is he alive? Do we call someone?
What's wrong? What's wrong?
Slick,
Are you
speak to
okay?
us.
Are you okay? Speak to me.
Call
What the
someone,
fuck?
Dobby.
What happened to you? What the fuck did you do to him? Slack.
Hey, that's my seat.
Buzz off.
I said, that's my seat. I said stop following me, but if you really want to hear something, then here. Listen, Doppel. I don't care what you throw at me, whether it's a GTF, a right hook, or a headbutt, or whatever, I don't care. I'm laying you out. I'm tossing Smile to the road so they can become roadkill. Just another animal left to rot. Another animal that nobody will care about. And when the vultures pick at your bones, you will start to realize you never mess with me.
Alright, I'm gonna keep this short and sweet. Blank, there's no more running. Tonight, you'll have Steve one-on-one in that ring, no shenanigans. You cost Steve his chance to regain the national title when you weren't even in the fucking match. And Saints, ever since I left the SES, being its co-leader, ever since the fucking beginning, it's been going downhill, and it's been quite noticeable. Know this, it's just the start. Tell him, Steve!
Steel City Saints, tonight it's time for you to finally take care of the problem. Because if you can't get it done, it's going to get worse.
Jonathan Colt, you may have already set a record by becoming the longest reigning TV title champion in history of the MWA. But this Saturday, when I step foot in the ring against you, I make history of my own when I become the first ever two-time TV title champion. You see, that's been the only thing on my mind ever since I watched Cassidy tap out in our triple threat match on the first episode of Unleashed. But now that I have Ultraviolet out of the way, the TV title is the only thing on my mind. I'm ready to take it back.
Mr. Cameraman, I have called you here today to talk about something crucial to the livelihood of Minecraft wrestling. I have been left off the last 3 MWA pay-per-views. Ever since these shows have combined into one, I have been treated like garbage. I should be facing Jasper in a few minutes' time for that national championship. So at XC, I become a double champion after I made
blah, blah,
event.
blah, 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 wah. Yeah, we've heard this like 1,000 times, Jacob. Would you please do me a favor and shut the hell up for 1 second?
Wait, who are you?
Who am I? Do you not remember last week in that Battle Royal? I was one of the debuting superstars.
Oh, one of the 2 jabronis I threw out. Yep.
Yeah,
got it.
Here's
What
the thing. Yes, you may have lost, but at least I lost too. But I'm not the one here whining and bitching and complaining, saying I'm not on every single. Hey, shut for 1 second.
No, Kyle, you let the fucking stars talk. You don't interrupt me. I practically own this company, and I will take your fucking job. If you want your moment to shine, Kyle, if you want to show everyone what Kyle Chambeg is all about.
Chambeg, is this what it's all about? Chambeg is not even my nickname. It's Cordova for. You know something? Ever since Takeoff, I was hesitant to join. You know why? Because I had lacked in confidence. I didn't believe myself then. I let you run around thinking you're the big star. And in all honesty, Nuck should have took that title over when you had the chance.
Sorry, you said you thought I was a big star. Okay, Kyle, what's the last name again? Condom. Kyle Condom. Got it. In a few minutes, let's give or take 10. You're going to meet me in the ring, and I'm going to show to you why I'm the main event, why I belong in the main event, and you belong in the indies, wrestling in GMW. Now go back to your locker, get changed, meet me in the ring. Scram.
Let me make this one clear. You underestimate every superstar you've been against.
Because I beat them.
I am no exception. It was a battle royal. I let my guard down. That's on me. But the only reason I came to MWA is to chart the course to a brighter future. A future where self-entitled
buddy.
bitches run this whole brand like yourself.
You're stuttering like you're at a meet and greet. Now go to your locker, get changed, and meet me in the ring.
I don't really know what's going on. I just got called to the commentary table. There's nobody here yet. We are still setting up for the show. The fans are not in the stands. But I think we have an impromptu match that's about to go down. And, of course, it's this man trying to wiggle his way onto the show and trying to get himself here on Retribution tonight. Jacob Sterry, from what I've been told, he was causing some trouble backstage, and he challenged somebody to a match. I don't even know who he's wrestling yet. I don't really know what's going on. But here's Jacob Sterry, and I guess he wants to rub up his ego a little bit and get a victory here in Milwaukee tonight. Fans or not, I don't think he cares. I don't think it makes a difference to him. Jacob Sterry wiping his feet, claiming he shows respect, and now showing disrespect to the referee by making him open the rope so Jake can get into the ring. Jacob, if there were fans in this arena yet, I'd say he's wasting everybody's time. But right now, he's just wasting mine. Raising that briefcase, claiming he's going to cash that in all the way at Extreme Chaos. And it sounds like Jacob's opponent is a bit of a fresh face in Minecraft Wrestling. It sounds like we're about to get a glimpse of Kyle Cardova, the Seraphim of Hope. And here he is. I don't think he expected to make his pay-per-view debut in a situation like this. Without anybody in the arena, impromptu getting challenged by Jacob Sterry, but I don't think he minds. He seems pretty determined. He seems pretty ready. The Minecraft Wrestling Committee agreed to hire this guy. It was a group decision, Jacob. And please leave me alone. I do not like you. I do not like to talk to you. You should turn around and focus on your match, because I've heard Kyle Cardova. He's accomplished a lot of things over in the independent scene, over in Japan and Mexico. He is a worldwide sensation, finally stepping into the ring. We saw him last week in the Battle Royal to determine the #1 contender for the National Championship. We will see Wolf take on Jasper later tonight when the show properly starts. Well, Kyle Cardova is here for his first ever singles match, and I cannot wait to see what he can do. Kyle telling Jacob to stop acting like a baby. I love to hear it. Hilarious. Jacob Sterry really wants the referee to check Kyle Cardova for weapons, as if we have any reason to think that Kyle is going to be the one cheating this match. Like, Jacob Sterry isn't kind of known for it. Like, I think we all remember all the things that Jimmy Sins did to hold on to that Spotlight title while last summer. But nonetheless, the bell is rung. This match is underway. Kyle Cardova is apparently clear of weapons, like anybody could have guessed. And Jacob Sterry grabbing a headlock right away. Seemingly mocking Kyle a little bit, try to play with him like he's a kid. But I don't think Kyle is taking this match as a joke, as he shoves Jacob Sterry to the ropes. Jacob Sterry comes back. Destiny's Embrace. Oh my god. Kyle Cardova with a huge move. And a cover. Is he going to put away Jacob Sterry? 1, 2. Come on. Come on. No. Jacob Sterry almost had his ass handed to him in 30 seconds, and that would have been the greatest sight I'll see all day. There's going to be a lot of crazy action tonight on the main show, and that kicks off. But, oh, man, I love to see Jacob Sterry get it handed to him. Kyle Cordova runs from corner to corner, forearm smash. He backs himself up, runs in for another, this time an uppercut. Kyle Cordova was taking control of Jacob Sterry. I can't imagine this is good for Jacob's ego. Jacob's massive inflated ego that I'm shocked we could fit on the plane to get to the arena. Kyle Cordova with a snapmare. He calls himself the Seraphim of Hope. And he's been training. He's been working hard to get to where he is now. And tonight we feel a little bit like the work is paying off for him. He's got a singles match against a former world champion, Jacob Sterry. But now Jacob Sterry is locked in his knee bar. This is a lethal submission from the Sinfluencer. Kyle manages to reach the ropes. Jacob, let's go. An elbow drop. Not letting up on the damage. Kyle Cordova is down as Jacob Sterry presses his foot onto the back of Kyle's neck and forces him down to the ground. Stuck to the ropes. So referee reaches a count of 4. Jacob lets go of the ropes, lets go of Kyle's neck, but follows it up with another elbow drop. Kyle is down. Jacob grabs him by the waist, looking to pick him up for a deadlift German suplex, trying to use all the strength that Jacob has in him. Jacob trying to deadlift Kyle up. He's struggling. Kyle's fighting it. Kyle's not letting himself get picked up for that German suplex, and Jacob Sterry decides, I'm not going to waste my time with this. I'm going for a roll-up. He tries to steal the win, and Kyle Cordova kicks out. Oh my God. Kyle just a split second away from having his first singles match stolen from him. As he tries to run after Jacob. Jacob sidesteps. Kyle gets walked right into the corner, gets caught with a European uppercut, and Jacob Sterry now with a combination corner Meteora. Kyle Cordova in a bad spot, a very bad spot to be in right now. Looking up at this Sinfluencer, and the last thing you want to be is looking up at this guy, whether it's in the ring, in the bed, anywhere. Jacob Sterry goes up for a drop kick, but Kyle Cordova manages to roll out the way, and he's found himself up in the opposite corner. Jacob Sterry, he's bound by the ropes. Kyle Cordova grabs him, whips him across. Jacob Sterry reverse whips, counters. Kyle Cordova bouncing off the ropes, but he catches him with a big boot. Kyle counters the counter. And it's tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. He follows up. Jacob Sterry's down, stumbling off to the corner. Kyle Cordova gets up, flies through, corner, splash. Hooking the arms, overhead belly to belly. This is an incredible combination of offense from Kyle Cordova. He is completely taking control of this Influencer. I did not expect to see this, but he's doing incredible. Hooking the arms of Jacob Sterry. He's going for Hopeless, one of his signature maneuvers. Jacob Sterry slips out of the way. Wait, what? Jacob Sterry, he just cheated. The referee just had to call the match. Jacob Sterry just kicked Kyle Cordova square in the nuts. He just disqualified himself. But one thing I don't think Jacob Sterry realizes is that on a counter disqualification, he technically just gave Kyle the win, but he clearly does not care. A clean slate. And he lays out Kyle Cordova. This is disgusting. He spits on the body of Kyle Cordova, and Jacob Sterry haunting the ref, telling the referee to raise his arm, but he just got laid out. I mean, if we're going to be looking at the record books, Kyle Cordova got a win over Jacob Sterry, but I can't imagine this is the way he wanted to go. The referee is raising his arm, and we hear his theme song. But I really can't imagine that this is the way the Seraphim of Hope wanted to go. I can't imagine this is the way Jacob Stereo wanted to go. I imagine Jacob Stereo thought he'd have a much easier time putting Kyle away. Kyle put up a fight, and that's a lot of respect you have to give to Kyle. He did great, but I'm in a little bit of shock at how that match just ended.
For weeks and weeks, I have to come here every week to get checked. To get medically checked if I'm finally able to return. But for weeks and weeks, all the doctors are saying is that I'm not medically cleared to return to the ring. All because of a severe concussion. Equinox did a good job on me. But when I return, there will be hell to pay.
Brings back some good memories. Let's take a seat. Hello, MWA Universe. You're probably wondering, what am I doing in Kurikan Hall? You see, it's not because I drew with Equinox at Akino Kanabaru a couple months ago. No, it's not that. It's his right-hand man, his Yankee. Haranaka, I know you're watching this, and I want you to know something. Ever since you have joined with EQ, ever since you've tried taking my career from me, making your goal to make my life a living hell, I have become obsessive with you. I have watched your work for nights on end, for months. I have analyzed you. I have tried to understand who you are, why you do the things you do. But then I stumbled across something. Apparently your best match. You versus Jun Pinito in this very arena. In a time bomb death match. And let me just say, I was impressed. But it also made me think of something else. A way for you to understand how I felt. A way for me to get into your head, not mine. A way to play with your emotions. So, Haranaka, I'm making it official. Me and you in a time bomb death match. And when I'm done with you, you're gonna understand the pain and suffering I felt on months on end. And I truly hope it's enough to realize that you're not ready for the big leagues, kid, and you should just stay in Zip Japan. One last thing. I hope you're also watching this EQ, because when I'm done with your Yankee, it's just gonna be me and you left. So I'm keeping up my end of the bargain, my end of the deal. Keep yours. Don't you dare fucking lose.
Well, what do we have here? A Texas deathmatch, huh? Avery Burns defending that Spotlight Championship against her Pookie Bear, Feywind. What a spectacle that's going to be. Two little workhorses ready to beat each other into the dirt just for a chance to shine under that spotlight. And let me tell you all, I'll be watching. Not because I care who walks out of there with the belt, but because I cannot wait to see you both tear each other apart, rip each other limb from limb, bleed, cry, crawl, do it all, because it's only going to make my job so much easier. Now, Feywind, oh, how I'd love to see you pull it off, honey, really. I would, but there's something poetic about it, don't you think? You steal that shiny gold from Avery, and the moment you think you've reached the top of the mountain, bam! Here I come, crashing in, ruining your little fairy tale just like you ruined my chance a few weeks ago. Oh, and let's not forget how you embarrassed me when you defended your little television championship. Beat me to a pulp, didn't you? It's cute you think that I've forgotten. Every bruise, every scar you gave me. It's all fuel for the fire, babe. Payback's a bitch, and unfortunately for you, that bitch is me. And Avery? Don't think for a second you're off the hook. You're just as disposable to me as the rest of them. But the fact is, I don't care which one of you is left standing after the dust settles, because neither of you will be standing for long. I'm going to waltz in, looking flawless as always, and I'm going to project myself straight into the spotlight where I belong. It's my stage, my moment, my championship. And you two? You're just extras. So go ahead. Kill each other. Give me the scraps, because when all is said and done, the only thing anyone will remember is Cassidy. Now that's spotlight worthy.
Alright. So, for those of you who may not recognize this, I'm in the recording studio that I favored back in my music Nuck days, you know, back when I thought I was a DJ or an audio engineer or whatever the fuck. Yeah. And as for why I'm here, well, if you know me, you know that I generally like to kind of remember the past when I film these, even if it's not the best thing to remember. You know, that thing that Avery likes to do, as we saw last week. But anyway, now I know how this sounds, don't worry. I'm not going to go into the whole pre-wrestling sob story. I did that back in Japan. Instead, I want to highlight my career itself, and the fact that overall it's just been one big disappointment. I mean, the one notable thing that I've done was winning the TV title back at Mall Madness. Outside of that, what is there? I've had the losing streak, I've had Future Shock, I've had that dumpster fire known as the Lotus, and I even lost the TV title on a random episode of Saturday Slam. Outside of that one title win, my career has just been one long downward spiral, and it has been driving me insane. Ever since that TV title loss, I've been looking for some way to fix my dog shit career, but nothing has worked. It keeps on going downhill, and it feels like I'm going crazy. I am getting more and more desperate to the point that I don't care what I have to give up to win. Just look at what I've done to get this one last shot. I gave up my friends. I gave up my sanity. I gave up my soul. All for one more shot at you, Avery. And you're not ready for what I'm willing to do to make sure I win. Because if I can't afford to lose here. If I lose this match, I don't know what I can do with myself. So I hope you're ready to meet your dad in hell after this. Because I need that title. Because when I finally get my hands on it, the thing that has been driving me insane for months, when I finally win it, maybe things will finally be okay again.
You wanted my attention? You wanted to kill me? Guess what? You got it now! I'm gonna beat your ass and send you back to the slums of Japan. I'm not kidding around anymore. No more goofy shit. Just Jimmy Sins.
Those dreams will never come true. At Retribution, the mangy bitch Jimmy Sins is being put down.
Oh my god, mother effing bomb in the box.
Gorilla press. Oh my god.
Wait, Blank! Blank!
Blank!
I love it when the band comes together.
Coming into 2025, I had my eyes set on one thing, and that's reclaiming the title. I was never given the proper rematch I was promised. But next week at Retribution, you come face to face with the Hardcore Prophet.
Next week, Jeff, you will be taking on Jonathan Colt, and that TV title is going to be on the line. We cannot wait for next week. No.
Yes, like, here we go.
Oh my god!
No!
Wolf
Wolf
did it! Wolf did it! Wolf did it!
No!
Wolf's number one contender!
No!
Wolf's number one contender for the national championship!
So how about it? Me and you, Doppel versus Equinox, 2 weeks time at Retribution.
Doppel, I accept your challenge. But when you get your ass handed to you, a smile better not come crawling back to me. So leave this title alone.
Baby just took out Cassidy.
Cassidy was looking to cash in, but Baywin was there.
I said during the War Chamber, I don't care how much of my soul I have to sell to get that title, and I intend to keep that promise.
If that's what I think it is, that looks like the exact note your dad left you after he killed himself.
Retribution, me versus you, Spotlight Championship.
You want your match that bad. You want the Spotlight title around my waist that bad. You can try to take it, but it's not going to be a normal match anymore, my dear friend, my Pookie Bear. No. It is going to be in Texas death, just like how I killed Colt, you son of a bitch. I'm going to fucking end your life like I should have ended his.